Welcome back to the circuit, where the second time bomb is just about to start ticking. Our first table saw Ganesha come out on top and the end of Jagdeep's chances of winning Season 3 of the circuit. Next up, we'll have the second time bomb event, table number 2. Who's going to blow up? Who's going to defuse? We'll find out, won't we?
So as far as my position in this tournament, in this series is concerned so far, I'm actually very happy. I strongly believe that, I'm going to peak at the right time. And it's going to happen now. Like this event, I just need to make sure I'm just going all out, ensuring that I'm in the finale.
I do not really have anything to lose. Like, literally, if I get -20 in this, I do not give a fuck. I'm here to crush some dreams.
टाइम बॉम्ब का प्लान मेरा ये है, या तो मैं फट जाऊंगा या सबको फाड़ दूंगा.
I'm here to ensure that as it stands with Jalan up top, doesn't remain that way. He doesn't finish atop the leaderboard and backs 500 bigs. That's my mission 1. I want to make him slide down the leaderboard.
Dealer, you know what to do. Let's shuffle up and deal. It's table 2 of the time bomb, and what a lineup it is. Live wires all around in this super aggressive format. Paawan Bansal needs to get things going. He's right on the bottom, as does Vinay Rajpal and Thiyam. All three of these guys are the ones who are incentivized to come out firing hard. But 2 out of 3 of those guys have their direct rivals on this table as well. That's Thiyam and Jasven, and of course Paawan and Abhishek Jalan.
As we kick off the action with a tiara atop PokerBaazi team for Zarma and Tamboli.
Little trivia for you, that is his daughter's name.
Nice. ये डालना tiara for tiara नहीं क्या?
किसकी बारी मेरी बारी? हाँ. क्या बोल रहे?
Tiara for his daughter tiara.
Navi with ace 8 off in the hijack. He's got to love this format. Loves playing deep stack poker.
Yeah, anything that resembles a cash game is right up his sleeve. Anything that resembles a suited card, anything that resembles a suited holding, usually up Thiyam's range.
ये करूँगा, ये यहीं रहेगा, क्योंकि तीनों जगह जाएगा ना अभी हैंड. अब Thiyam आ ही गया है तो तीनों स्ट्रीट तो खेलना ही है.
थी मतलब 3.
प्लानिंग बढ़िया लग रहा है. या मेरे को लग रहा है.
कार्ड किसने काट दिया भाई? वो बस.
You have it now.
डिसाइड रहेगी ये होने.
Pretty loose call from Jalan. Jack 10 off. Ace Queen 9. Action board. Look at this. Top pair for Navi, who was the pre-flop aggressor. Bottom 2 for Thiyam and the backdoor flush draw. And the open ender for Jalan.
No bet, no card.
By the way, the 8 would be the absolute sickest card to come on the turn. And I'm thinking about the turn because I just don't see both of these players going anywhere. Thiyam is betting here for value.
I like that.
Gangnam versus Lingam.
Oh, well, never mind. Navi has check raised it 3-way. This looks so strong.
Gangnam Lingam.
Considering he was a pre-flop aggressor and the board is Ace Queen 9 rainbow, Navi's representing sets. Now what do you do as Thiyam? Bottom 2. Too strong to fold. Too weak to get it in. So he goes with the call.
Oh wow, Jalan's gonna get involved as well, chasing that open ender. Dangerous games. Massive implied odds.
And the way Jalan called, by the way, his hand is absolutely face up. Looks like he has a draw and really only one draw possible. Which misses with the 4 of spades. And now Navi slows down. When you get two callers with just ace-8, you do tend to slow down. The kicker is just so weak.
What the fuck are you two calling? Wait, using time bank. Okay.
I really don't blame Thiyam here. It seems very strange, the action. And now that Navi's slowed down after that huge raise on a previous street, you must be wondering, am I getting trapped here?
You really want to bet?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think Thiyam knows he has the best of it. Navi's a bit of a wild card, and like I said, Jalan's hand is face up. Thiyam bets this for value or protection, you might say. Wants to charge some of those draws, and looks like Jalan is paying instantly. There is the feast. Jalan looking to hit an 8 or a king.
This is really ambitious from Jalan here.
Figuring he's getting the right price. When you're out of position, though, you have to be a bit cautious about pot odds. Jalan left with just 24k. And does not hit what he needs. Catches a pair.
Snap check.
Doesn't really matter what happens from this point. Thiyam could go for the rest of it or cautiously check behind. But what a turn of events. A near double up locked for Thiyam right at the beginning of this time bomb table.
Jalan perhaps now regretting this overly aggressive chase.
Just deciding about thin value.
All in.
Goes for the rest of it.
आप turn पे क्या exit elimination नहीं हुआ?
ऐसा भी लग रहा है 10 जैक स्पेड्स ही थे.
That's a fold.
And that's a good read from Navi.
Show one card, bro. This
Show
is only
bluff,
to
show
one
bluff.
card.
So bluff.
No bluff.
Nine bluff. Yeah, nines, bro. I folded ace something.
You
Got
folded
nine.
ace?
One card.
Ace
This card show, bro.
Ace pick card.
Show this one. Show, bro.
Top है.
Jalan, he flats from the small blind, and the flop comes ace queen 9. Navi checks, Jalan checks, Navi checks, and then I bet polar. I overbet, and Jalan calls, and Navi re-raises me to 30,000 or something, 30k. I flat, and then it goes on that way, and the turn comes a break, I guess, as I remember, and Jalan checks.
This time bomb was relatively a newer format that we were playing for the first time, and since I was in the lead, I planned to go aggressive, which backfired.
He calls, and on the river it breaks again. He checks, so he was drawing to straight, and on the turn he picked up more equity with the flush draw.
Did you say FIFA?
On action early on at this table number 2. They have had the advantage of watching table 1 in the lounge, so I wonder if they've come up with different strategies than they thought about last night. Kunisha, of course, managed to accumulate over 100 points. Maybe they're looking to replicate what she did. Shout out to Vidvat as well, getting 75 points. And Goendy staying above board, getting 56 points as well. 4 of them survived the previous table. Let's see how many of the 8 make it till the end of the clock.
Hello there, 7 deuce. Zarvan Tamboli taking the whole bomb thing pretty literally. And Thiyam has picked up queens. And in the middle of all this, I haven't even noticed Navi calling with 9-3. Here we go. We got action.
Your bubble might burst. और कितना मजा करोगे भैया?
There's the squeeze bet. Late position open. Button calls. Perfect spot to squeeze. Not to mention the perfect hand.
कल फिर भी ठीक था विलियम बोल रहा था आज तो विलियमसन.
Bro, you called him William in season 2. You were like,
I can only speculate here that if Zarvan decided to open 7 deuce, His plan is to represent through and through, and as he reaches for chips, I feel like a genius.
Oh my. The 4-bet against the small blind 3-bet with 7 deuce.
Time bomb.
Are we exploding a bit too soon in this time bomb event? We don't have a 7 deuce bounty, do we?
We do not.
So this is just pure aggression. The friskiness gone wild. But Thiyam has the goods.
50.
50 2 rơi 50
Makes it 50k and the cat is out the bag.
TM. इतने strike बना.
Jarvan folds, of course. Oopsies. Little oopsies.
क्वालिफिकेशन के लिए थ्रेशोल्ड थोड़ा बढ़ गया है अब.
बढ़ गया.
200 हो सकता है
170 180 आराम से और
190 भी पहुंच सकता है.
200 भी हो सकता है.
I should have given TM.
मेरे को मेरी गेम खेलने दो तुम बहुत तुमने मेरे को बाटली में उतार लिया
Only for production.
बाटली में उतार
हर बार उतार देते बाटली में उतार के मेरे को
Only for production I did that. don't tell them.
Does he know that we have cameras and microphones? We can hear him, and you know what? I appreciate it. Thank you, Jarvan.
हाँ bro.
इतने छोटे स्टैक में भी हुआ उधर आपका बिल बहुत बड़ा है ये छोटे स्टैक में आप गुड लक दे रहे हो
वो भी विलियम को बोल रहा था अंदर TM को.
साय गंगम
लिंगम.
लिंगम नो गंगम ब्रो गंगम वर्सेस लिंगम
It's been all smiles at this table. I love the energy.
First day TM was looking a full hip hopper.
Hey bro, he's a
Where's that
K-pop,
cap?
bro. He's K-pop Korean artist.
Today
bro.
he's changed. He's now formal. Back to formal.
He's K-pop.
Oh, look at this. The poker gods rewarding Jarvan Thamboli with the best starting hand in poker after he attempted to play the worst.
K-pop. You've seen the
The gods themselves are balanced. How about that?
There is the 3-bet, and Laksh, by the way, opened a pretty decent holding Queen Jack suited. We're at the second level of play, which means we're 200 big blinds deep. Certainly a hand you can continue with in position.
No, yesterday
Oh, yesterday we were all together. Day before?
we went for a couple of drinks.
And continue he shall. It's a bit of an aces cracker hand. Look at the equities, Addy. Not bad. 24% against aces.
If I qualify, I'll go tomorrow.
A queen on the flop, though. This is trouble.
But if you qualify, we'll party tomorrow.
Just one pair.
So I'm guessing 9th only.
Does have some backdoors as well. Our equities calculator, by the way, takes into account folded cards. So he's actually in better shape than he would be otherwise, thanks to some of the folded cards. Needs a queen or a jack or backdoors. Small continuation bet on the King Queen 7-2 diamonds board. Very balanced by Jarvan. He'd be doing this with almost his entire range here.
Jalan. It's too cute, man. Jalan.
Laksh comes along. Another club comes. That's the backdoor flush draw he needed. Tons of outs at it. Safe looking card for Jarvan too, mind you.
नहीं है.
He can continue building this pot or check for caution. If he fires again, he does have pocket kings and pocket queens in his range, so
Okay, coming. Just right, okay.
he could pick those hands to fire with and check the aces. Indeed what he does.
Laksh now with a free option to see the river or inflate. Really up to him.
The hand against Thiyam where Jarvan 4-bet folded could be coming into the dynamics here. Not to mention the position on the leaderboard. But Laksh will take the free card. And he hits 2 pairs.
It is the best of free cards. The club might have been sniffed out, but the 2 pair, hard to get away from aces right now. You block the nut straight as well. It should seemingly be fine. But little does he know, his frenemy, Lakshpal Singh, is sitting there with the goods.
Team Pro versus Team Pro violence.
I'm all for it. Breeds healthy competition internally, you know.
An easy call for Laksh, just deciding whether he wants to perhaps eke out some thin value with the raise, but raising queens and jacks in this spot, it's tough to get called by worse. Still though, Laksh decides to go for the thin value, and this is what separates the best from the rest. He's up against one of the few hands that might pay him off, particularly because of what you mentioned, Addy. He's blocking the nut straight. Laksh's bluffs could include hands with aces and tens in them, which would be blockers to the straight on the board. With Sarvan having 2 aces and just 15,000 to call, could talk himself into it.
इक्के
Interesting speech play there, Addy. You're more of a live speech play guy. Usually, if you start speaking when somebody's making an action, it implies you want them to do the opposite. What do you make of Laksh initiating the conversation there?
Well, he's done it with the wrong guy here, but it's going to get the right result. I think if he had spent a little bit more time on that, he might have found the fold. But aces sometimes.
You do get attached.
Thank you.
फोल्ड हो जाता है ओवर फोल्ड हो जाता है
चिराग को बोल दिया मैंने बोल दिया ना हो गया अरे कॉल तो मैं 10 कर
So
दिया
aces cracked for Zarvan.
चिराग को बोल देता हूं
Difficult. Always difficult to bear. He's down to just... He's down to under half a starting stack. We've reached level number 3 of play. 8 to go. About 3.5 hours left in this table.
Tick tock, tick tock. Jalan with his own hand, ace jack.
AJ, Abhishek Jalan.
Basically, we went for dinner once.
Oh, and the rival, who I really can't take seriously right now because look at him, his stone cold poker face, and you just have the bunny ears peeking up over the top.
It's quite a look. I think he should adopt it in international tournaments.
So I was wearing like, I was wearing like very really nice white shoes.
Poker is all about throwing your opponent off, isn't it?
But besides that, like
Jalan versus Paawan. Round 300. Round 420. Round 69.
okay. I get very scared walking on the.
Paawan, by the way, in true do-or-die mode, minus 25 on the series leaderboard. He's looking to approximately 4x a stack. So expect him to force the action non-stop.
मेरा सफर यही तक था हार मान लिया lump-sum.
That is a large target, of course, 4x your stack. Not going to be easy, not with these sickos as opponents.
Jalan calls, 15,000 left in a stack.
Good luck. I'm in lot of trouble.
Board is safe for ace jack.
Trouble. Check.
What is Laksh looking at? Leaning in there.
C-bet incoming. And C-bet is snap called.
Please, one pair on the turn. One pair.
Jalan almost announcing his hand. And he does hit the pair on the turn.
It's the perfect one as well, because it's the least likely of his 2 cards for him to have hit, as far as Paawan is concerned. Plus, Paawan will be comfortable with 2 overs to that.
And Paawan now essentially commits 11,500 in Jalan's stack. He's bet 7,000. And what is Jalan to do but go all in, surely?
Well, laugh as well. You forgot he's laughing.
Yeah, he's just check call. He saved himself 4,500 behind. Not sure why.
All in.
That's why.
With Paawan.
For the lols.
Air के साथ bluff, we.
Epic!
दिखाओ भाई, ब्लफ तो दिखा दो, ब्लफ तो दिखा दो, ब्लफ तो दिखा दो, उनको तब करोगे। मैं जाम कर देता है रिकॉर्ड पे।
Oh my god, so good.
I hope you guys in the players' lounge are having fun watching this hand.
This has to be the clip of the circuit, bro.
Well played, bro, well played.
Actually, well played.
Paawan takes it as well as anyone can, but Jalan entertains us with his antics.
That's the thing I love about this guy. No matter the pressure, he plays his natural A game, and he makes it fun not just for us, but for himself.
Yeah, being atop the leaderboard certainly helps his ability to mess around, but he certainly makes it look fun. And now he's kind of back in the game. Still has a chance to cement his position atop the leaderboard. Let's not forget, going into the finale, topping the leaderboard gives you 500 big blinds as a starting stack. That's double the default.
अगर ब्लफ होता कोई चांस है कि नहीं दिखा रहा ब्रो, मतलब 1% चांस है कि नहीं दिखा रहा।
ये था ये वैल्यू नहीं था, वैल्यू था।
चौगी लगा दी। बोमीन लगा दिया।
पता ही है भैया।
चौकी लगा ली? ओ भैया, ओ माय गॉड, ओ माय गॉड, कब आएगा मेरा रन भाई?
अगले सर्किट में।
अगले वाले में ऐसा है।
बट क्या उस सर्किट में पावर है?
जलान वाज लाइक कि एक तो पूरे टाइम बोलता रहता है बाकी लोग के हैंड में, अगर कभी कुछ नहीं कर रहा तो बोले बीच में गाना गाने लग गया, कह रहा है सनन सनन चनन चनन।
And there you go. Everyone wants a piece of this action now all of a sudden.
You're playing tight, bro. Ever since you went.
I'm in a small blind. And he has made up his mind to call my any events.
Surprised Jasven didn't peel with 7-3 suited. Good discipline shown there. Although I am expecting some spades on the flop now. Poker gods can be cruel.
Oh, how about that for Navi instead? Top pair with the flush draw. But Jalan is still sitting there with the overpair. That hasn't changed. Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Jalan checked after opening free. So is he thinking about a check raise?
He's queen वाली बारी बारी थी actually. Yeah.
Sizing अगर वो बड़ी बैट करता तो मैं कॉल ही करता।
Call ही करता फिर तो, yeah. Raising is 10 only, bro.
16K was.
Looks like he is. And mind you, this looks so strong. But I doubt Navi cares. He's got to be in love with his hand.
But it's probably bottom only, bro, of what you want to raise for value. Like, worst.
Same hand he cracked Go Indies big pair with, if you remember a few episodes ago.
Yeah, Queen 3 bested pocket queens, now looking to best pocket kings, and Navi's 3-betted on the flop. This is committing. I don't think Jalan can get away from it. Navi could easily have the kind of hand he does have, or indeed ace queen.
He wants to run it
Don't have
once.
to worry about action on these.
Once again, Jalan just calls like he did against Paawan. And a flush for Navi. Chips are in. GG Jalan.
Oh wow.
Bro, this is your favorite hand, no? Yesterday also you won with this hand. It's actually your favorite hand.
इन लोग कल भी जाएगा, आज भी लगना।
अभी मैं क्या करूँ?
जी bro.
कल का बदला पूरा।
Jalan तो सारा disappointed मैं हूँ, bro, honestly.
जी bro.
क्या ही बताऊं मेरा गेम एक्सपीरियंस। फिर से मैं उसी माइंडसेट के साथ पहुंच गया वहाँ कि आई हैव नथिंग टू लूज वाली फीलिंग में, और फिर से आई वाज गोइंग फॉर द टॉप स्पॉट बिकॉज टॉप स्पॉट 500 बिग ब्लाइंड मिलेंगे, बट अगेन आई फेल्ड मिजरेबली इन माई प्लान एंड आई बस्टेड अर्ली
He may have busted with 0 points, but he's still guaranteed a spot in the finale, which is actually what everybody else is fighting for in this event and perhaps even the next. We have over 2.5 hours to go. Plenty of time to splash around.
एक बार ट्राई किया
जो
बेचारे ने।
सोचना है तुम सोचो फिनाले में तो हम ही पहुंचेंगे
Apparently, Jalan not the only person who can sing on the tables.
He's a man of many talents, is Team Pro Lakshpal Singh. Great ambassador, good singing voice, excellent imitations, not to mention top poker.
Well, we'll get to see some of that. Pocket fives in the cutoff. Still not over the tiara. Looks a bit too good on Zarwan.
Jalan style, huh?
And 6 defended. These two both have huge stacks. 130 bigs effective. And it comes 10-10-3. What a flop for Navi. Not only does he flop trips and donks at it, Laksh has the perfect hand to continue a few streets. Pocket fives on 10-10-3 are going to be the best hands so often. So often, in fact, that Laksh has raised it in position. You do want to punish these dong bets, which is to say betting out of flow. But this time Navi's doing it with the goods. In fact, he donked with the intention of inducing, and it's worked out perfectly.
Knows his customer.
9 should be a brick, except for the fact that it's another heart. Laksh could have been raising with some sort of backdoor equity that could include hearts. Can't love the fact that Navi's continued. But this is Navi. Could have a 3 as well. Just wants to get to showdown, and it comes a 4. And he goes huge, 25k into 18 and gets snap called.
That is Navi using his reputation to the max effect. He's been known to take some random shots to just take down the pot in these sort of strange textures. And Laksh falling for that trap. Well played.
अभी ब्लफ कर रहा होता है कभी ना नहीं समझ आता भाई we were only in the finale. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe in the no.
All talks about previous seasons and also making it to the finale of this season. We're just one event away, barring this table, to having our top 8 finishers. It's going to be all about the points, the permutations, the dynamics. Next up, we're going to have the top 4 play the bottom 4, and then the craziest table ever, the middle of the pack, all of whom will be at risk and all of whom will have a chance. For now, Navi with his towers of chips fires 3,000 into the middle with Queen 9 suited.
Momentum on his side. Thiyam with yours truly's favorite hand, 8-10 suited.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Do
sir.
you have a suit you prefer as well?
No. Do like the one that wins, though.
Let's see if spades can do the trick for Thiyam. You knew he was coming along. And it turns out it's with a 3-bet. Thiyam knows his customer too. Navi's going to be wide, late position, and it's Navi. Decides to attack, and Paawan wakes up with jacks. This is a dream spot. Not only because he has jacks, but also the 2 other players in this hand tend to be sticky. He's going to want to get chips into the middle. There is the 4-bet, a cold 4-bet, mind you. This is usually very, very strong. But it's Paawan. He's going to be balanced in every spot. He is going to have some bluffs here. Thiyam could decide to fight back. I would love to see a fold. Discipline would demand it.
How boring. I want blood. Come on, man.
Knowing Thiyam, he might just call and peel. He has plenty of chips.
How much?
27.
Looks like he's doing exactly that.
Blood it is. Let's see what the flop has to say about this action now.
Huge pot brewing. Ten right in the window and an 8.
Bingo!
Sunglasses also quite dark.
No sale.
No sale.
Everything full price.
No discount. No discount.
No discount. GST also.
And these ones are so tough to get away from. This is the tricky part about playing against players like Thiyam, is that when they hit, it's just almost impossible to get them on their exact hands.
Quite bright.
Paawan bets for what he thinks is value.
Now let's take a look at Thiyam's Hollywood face. Sorry, Bollywood face. We said we'd change that, didn't we?
Indeed we did. Thiyam is going to give us the full performance here, I think. Mind you, Thiyam 3-bet from the button, a cold 4-bet. This flop should not hit his range, in theory. But in Thiyam land, he has top 2.
Use one time bank pre-flop also, right?
Yeah, he's just getting it in. The board is so wet. He's cutting out a big raise, which will commit Paawan. And now this is not the spot you want to be in, because when raised here, Paawan knows he could be up against a set. As it turns out, he's up against top 2. Still though, you have an overpair, it's Thiyam. He could be doing this with worse, such as ace-10. Time to get it in and see what the poker gods have in store. 4 outs for now, but 27% equity.
Yeah, Paawan unblocks the hearts. He blocks hands like Queen Jack, which his opponent could be bluffing with. So Jack should feel really comfy. But little does he know, poor chap.
All in.
Does go with it.
All in.
Credit for taking his time, but he'll get the bad news on showdown.
Good luck.
Jacks. You have slow played aces or what?
Better hand, what? Good luck, boys.
This is for Paawan's circuit life.
Thinking Paawan.
Confused.
I love you, Thiyam. I like you more. I want him to win.
6 or jack needed, or something that gives more outs on the turn might appear. Now Paawan way behind. There's one of those cards that gives extra outs.
Bro, any 7-9 queen would have given me a
Ace jack or 6.
Only. Or Jack. What are you feeling at ace?
No dice. That is going to be it for Paawan Bansal at Circuit Season 3.
मेरे को कर रहा है मेरे लिए तो गंदा हुआ है
It was a little disappointing, I have to be honest. I came into the circuit with full hopes and I traveled a long distance to be here. So I was expecting to go further, but fair play to other players. They're like some of the best in the country, so you can't feel too disappointed about missing out on 50% of the field left.
Paawan, GG, man. Tough break there. That's pretty much GG for the series. You know the math better than I do. No way back from this one.
Nah, unfortunately not. We tried, we gave it a shot.
Yeah, we really did, because you were in great shape at one point. Of course, that hand you lose is the tipping point. All was going well. In your wildest dreams, did you see that coming? In terms of him calling the 4-bet with 10-8?
To be honest, no. Because I thought that because he had not been playing any hands, you know. When he called the 4-bet, actually I was on the flop. I was less concerned about top 2 pair.
Sure.
And more concerned about like queens or maybe kings, like that he slow played. And because of that, I took a time bank. But I came to the realization that I have not that much to lose. And this is one of those spots where he could have flushed us. So I decided to gamble, and here I am standing next to you.
Fair enough. Well, Paawan, very well played.
Thank
GG
you.
on the circuit. You can still give them some hell on the the final
for
ones.
sure, I'll
Maybe
try.
mix things up.
Anyone who needs points better not come in my way on the final tournament. I'm playing to win.
I have a feeling I know who one of those people is. Anyway, take care, matey. Very well played.
Thank you.
So So we're down to 6 at the time bomb. 2 eliminations means the chips have been distributed to others who will be benefiting. Each chip is worth some points, don't forget. Thiyam Danish looking to make an absolute comeback here in terms of the series leaderboard if he can hold on to the monster chip stack he's accumulated.
Good luck, Thiyam.
I think अब ये काम
Whoa.
आ सकते हैं मेरे ही काम आ सकते हैं.
Freddy Krueger has joined us from Tiara to Nightmares?
That's Arvan, by the way, in case you didn't recognize him. And he's decided to utilize the maximum intimidation factor he can get with the props. Bit scary, I have to say, looking at him. I guess Navi's getting the full view.
Well, it is quite literally the stuff of nightmares is Freddy Krueger, so that would be appropriate.
Let's see how it helps his cause. For now, it's Thiyam with Ace-King.
And all the chips in the world.
Indeed, he's 3.5x'd his starting stack.
Jasven's put the hood up as well. Things are getting serious all of a sudden. Well, serious and scary, I guess.
Yeah, Jasven seems to not need a prop. His hood is going to give him a different look. Laksh is using the Goku in front of him. Trying to go Super Saiyan with the Ace-Jack off. Nice time to just call, by the way. Doesn't 3-bet and would have been up against Ace-King. But as it happens, he would have hit top pair, top kicker. Continuation bet, and it's a big one, mind you. 5,000 into 8,500. Thiyam would love to get the hand over with. Does have the 2 overs. One of them is good. He doesn't know that, of course. Ace of Hearts as well. I think the fact that Laksh just called pre-flop, and of course his check calling on this board, seems to signal that he wants to conserve his stack. But now he hits the ace on the turn. Top 2 against the best possible hand, Ace-King. This should get Laksh paid.
Pretty brutal for Thiyam right now. He's got the King of Spades as well.
There's so few hands Laksh could have that Thiyam would be behind. Ace-Jack happens to be in his range. But most other 2 pairs would have raised the flop considering the wet board. So Thiyam is betting for pure value. Time to see how Laksh responds. He could start playing for stacks. There's 2 flush draws on the board. If he check raises here, he could end up with a sizing. That does leave him a pot-sized bet on the river. But he decides to conserve his stack once again and keeps Thiyam's bluffs in the mix. Check calls and it comes the Queen of Diamonds.
I don't mind it from Laksh taking the variance there a little bit, given that Thiyam can also show up with a lot of random 2 pairs and some strange hands, which he will crush.
Yeah, he wants to give his opponent a chance to perhaps catch up. If Thiyam had something like Queen-Jack, would make worse 2 pairs now. Ace-King, by the way, would still want a value bet. He's blocking the nut straight. In a cutoff versus big blind pot. The 20k bet is instantly called. Nice pickup there by Laksh.
मजे के लिए पहना है ना? मजे के लिए पहना है ना?
सोचा फिनाले तक पहुंचूंगा नहीं, अभी थोड़ा मजे कर देते.
वैसे ही रहेंगे.
इससे अगर पहुंच गया तो फिनाले में भी यही लुक है फिर.
You know, it's pretty hot under the lights. I wonder how he's doing in that silicone mask.
Seems to be having fun.
Navi now with the fish hooks, pocket jacks. Him with Queen Jack, suited no less.
And Jasven with the hand he can squeeze with. Pocket 5s. He has over 20 bigs. Might feel like it's too much to get it in there. But he needs the points.
All in.
All in, he says. Goes for the squeeze. Bad timing though. Navi's waiting with pocket jacks in the wings.
I don't mind it though. The stack at that depth where set mining is also not really the best plan. So the aggression, I always favor it. It's just like you said, unfortunate timing.
Easy ISO spot for Navi. Thiyam shouldn't have too strong a range considering he just flat called. You want to be all in heads up with pocket jacks.
More so that this is the time bomb situation. You don't want that soft collusion to be happening here. You want all the chips for yourself.
And right as we discuss all that, he just calls. Doesn't really matter though Thiyam folds a queen jack suited. The raise was so big from Jasven that isolating didn't really make a difference. Thiyam doesn't come along with queen jack. And we have an all-in situation with Jasven Sehgal at risk.
Want to sweat? 2, 3, 6 will be a good sweat.
I'll just take a 5, bro.
No 5, 1 deuce, but not a sweat either. Just 2 outs for Jasven.
3 now? No, nothing dead.
9 changes nothing. Stand-up equity in play. Stretching equity as well. Close but no cigar.
GG, bro.
Jasven also out. 0 points. He's going to need the last event to try and make it to the finale.
Here we go, Jasven Sehgal's joining me back on Earth. What it's like, that's planet crazy poker out there. Huh?
It's quite crazy out there. So I didn't run the best. Initially, I was playing a little snug after bleeding out a little chips initially. Thiyam probably was in the best spot because he had the maximum points on our table to go with.
You and Thiyam usually have a lot of fun on the table together. It seemed a bit quiet out there. You think he's really locked in the zone?
Yeah, he was locked into the zone, and I guess like this MTT was really crucial for him. And I also realized after looking at the first one that these points are going to really mean a lot because. From my understanding, I think what I thought would be a 160 to 170 point cutoff for the finale could actually be like close to 200 now.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation in terms of what the cutoff for the finale will be. We actually won't know that until the very final event, so the players just need to give their best. For now, Jasven's campaign will need to rely on the last event. 5 players remaining. 2 of them, Vinay and Zarvan, will be looking to force the action a bit. Zarvan, certainly with his Freddy Krueger mask, looks like he should be forcing the action sooner rather than later.
Well, if the plan is murder, that's the right outfit. Navi's going to get this hand underway. Ace-5 off.
I know Jack 10 suited is not going anywhere. Comes in with a 3-bet. Love it. Putting pressure on Navi. Ace-7 off. Should be handcuffed. Quite a stare down there by Navi. No doubt thinking about a 4-bet bluff. Nah, decides against it. Thiyam showing us how to do it. Dominating.
Later on, with his stack dwindling low, but his spirits always high, Zarvan Tamboli found himself in the opportune spot to catch a lovely river to start what would be an excellent comeback.
Wait, I thought that's a check.
अच्छे तो नहीं है क्या?
अरे पिंग वाले दो ना छुट्टा मत दो.
पिंग दिखा दिया क्या?
कैसे अप्रोच कर रहे हैं, मैं कैसे अप्रोच कर रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ गलत तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ ब्लंडर तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ. फिर मैं सोचा ज़ारवान, डोंट थिंक अबाउट व्हाट पीपल आर डूइंग, थिंक अबाउट व्हाट यू वांट टू डू एंड व्हाट यू वांट. ओके गुड जॉब. तो मैं एकदम ही फ्री हो गया भाई, मास वास लगा के खेल रहा हूँ.
अट्ठी भी थी मेरे पास. Queen 8 था. Turn 10, river 9. Was possible or not, but it's okay.
As the clock ran down, players started fighting desperately for every pot that they could.
Nuts.
लग रहा है ब्लॉक करेगा.
Big blind 2 hands in a row.
20? You're happy? I'm also very happy. All in. No shaming, folding. Thank you for your tips, my friend.
ज़ारो ने कितने थे पॉइंट्स? 100 थे। बन गया भाई।
Brother, I have more stack than you now.
The comeback is complete. Sarvan with over 100k, more than starting stack.
Bro, I don't know. I was so confused. This time bomb actually confused everything only.
Why are you confused?
Gamble कह रहा है मैं कितना फोल्ड करूं?
यार मेरे को पोकर खेल के ऐसी फ्रस्ट्रेशन कभी लाइफ में नहीं हुई है. मैं क्या बताऊं आपको. I was kind of psyched at this event. It's only because of the format.
पूरा दिमाग लगा रहा है करूं क्या अब मैं कैसे खेलूं अब 30 के लीड कर गया तो प्रॉब्लम है all in
94,000 only.
this format
Thiyam folds the jacks.
Sometimes in life you
Good fold.
ace
Vinay knew he had to spin. Gets it in. He's got a live card.
tough ठीक है some equity
अभी भी 100 पॉइंट ही पहुंच रहा था तो
30% equity है
King on the flop. Vinay near dead. And that's it.
Sarvan Namboli. Oh. So sick.
dead
Nice hand.
oh damn
कितना है?
Papaya, papaya,
94.
Dum dum tanana, dum dum tanana, dum dum tanana, dum dum tanana, dum 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 dum. Chamaila Zoli. Finale. Here I come.
All in.
With that double up and us being on the last level, Sarvan can just fold his way to getting a ton of points. It wouldn't seal his spot in the finale, but it would be quite close.
78.
beautiful fucking hand I'm gonna look when the clock hits 10
Right now, with the current standings, I really don't care much about the point system because everyone from that table can make it to the final. So I just have to play my best and try to win that event, or at least come top 3 to have a chance to sit with the final 8.
All in.
Count.
88k.
Time's almost up here. Vinay Rajpal looking to get one more chance at getting chips. Sarvan's got Jackson. Oops.
Bhai, this is a sign.
कभी गिरा नहीं है
Oh, the superstitions are coming out late in the game. I don't know if that's sound strategy, but he's going to call nonetheless. And Laksh has queens and looks genuinely disturbed. This is the time bomb effect, and he's actually folded. Whoa!
Folded queens. Nice
Folded
fold.
queens
Wow.
Sarvan running hot. The queens fold.
qualified
But it comes to 3 on the flop.
Thank the fucking Lord, man. There's a God.
Laksh made an incredibly tight fold, wanting to preserve the few points he was getting. Turns out he would have been out flopped.
You would have also called, bro.
यार ये रज़ा के सामने भी threes के साथ ही आ रहा था.
Vinay back in the
No,
game
you know what? Why I pulled it? Because I was not
भाई अब तो chill हो गया
How much?
plus only.
88.
I had a bad feeling about it also because same
तो
Azhar
फोल्ड
का
कर सकता था ब्रो यार
threes
नहीं फोल्ड नहीं
यार मेरा
यार
confirm finale है.
you had an omen और it's not so bad anyway
Confirm finale.
Thiyam, you actually want like
क्या नसीब
5 points from me in the last hand.
grind is for real bro
Come on, bro, fold.
finale भी खेलना
Show
पड़ेगा
some sportsmanship. Like fold only. Why do you want to play the last hand?
3.7 points के लिए मैं नहीं ले रहा कोई रिस्क अभी.
मेरे 160 है 150
क्या है ब्रो तू?
मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ कि bro, क्यों खेलना last
Fuck this
hand?
man, I can't do this bro.
131 है
I've been more stressed out in my
भाई
life.
ये जब गिरा ना मैंने बोला भी कुछ गलत होएगा.
131 के
Oh yes.
मैंने बोला भी कि ये
तो
राइट में हारने का फीलिंग आ रहा है.
Open, check. It's okay, bro. We want you to play the last hand.
qualified नहीं हो ना 200 average
2 points you will get.
whoever wins check till the river
Hey bro, then you should have told me na. I would have also
Now I have a
top five
hand,
नहीं
but it's okay. Let's check. I have a
भाई
hand.
मैं हूँ ना वो
I would have also limped bro.
Fair.
मैं तभी तो सोच रहा हूँ एक हैंड हो जाए
4.
मेरी
Check.
चौकी पैर है यार.
4 is मेरा 4 is good.
Fuck यार. मेरे को पता था तुम ये सब कर रहे हो तो मैं भी.
ठीक है तूने मेरा राउंड ऑफ 200 कर दिया उसने. Now I don't mind your call.
legendary game boy
And now that the dust has settled, let's take stock of the situation on the leaderboard. Thiyam, with a massive 102-point swing, moves up 6 spots on the leaderboard. Gunisha, also fantastic performance, 101 points going her way, taking her up to 9th place. But Nishant and Wilson, the time bomb didn't just tick, it detonated. They dropped down 5 and 6 places respectively. So the leaderboard has been shaken up, but it is far from over.
So Jalan, how do you feel about that second last hand?
I mean, I was just thinking what to do and whether to take that spot or no. And the gut said go for it, because if I win that hand, I'll be confirmed more so in the finale. And I have a chance of like bagging big and coming in top 3 stacks. And he's jamming pretty wide there, so Jax is like on top for me. And मैं बोला नहीं ये hold नहीं हो रहा है. I'm not a leech pulsing to just crawl into the finale.
Like to actually hold it queens in that hand.
I want to be a hero, not a pussy. So yeah, हीरोगिरी करी, 0 हो गए, but tomorrow's another day and let's fight.
Actually, he played the most number of hands against my open.
मैं डरा नहीं,
he was literally
रुकेगा नहीं साला.
That's what I like about him.
The time bomb has gone off. It has exploded, and as the dust settled, Abhishek Jalan, please join me, my man. He called it, by the way. He said this cap is not going anywhere, and there you go, sir. May I do the honors? Sure. Good stuff. You didn't even have to win, and you're still on top.
But like not winning today is not a good feeling. I mean, it's not a good feeling today, and it's not like I played really bad today. I need to just like wake up and get better and like play better tomorrow. And it's kind of fortunate as well. Like it happened today. I needed a wake up call. This is a right wake up call for me at the right time to come back tomorrow and kill it again. Because yeah, I'm very disappointed with myself today.
Well, that is still a super healthy attitude to have, man. Always learning. That's a sign of a fantastic poker player.
Till like all life we are student of this game. Till whenever we stop learning this game, we'll tell you what this game is.
My man, congratulations once again.
Cheers.
Take care. Right then, that is all we have for you from this episode from the circuit. Stay tuned to the next one. Well, we've got some surprises in store for you.